Hi, hello, and welcome everybody. Hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend up until now. What is going on, Stone, my friend, my brother, my guy? Stone, happy Sunday, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic. It has been a very busy weekend up until now for me. So, Stone, I hope the weekend has been nice for you. How's it going, Stone? Hope you're doing well, my man. Uh, Today, we are back with more ZZZ, Zenless Zone Zero. Wagadaba on YouTube as well. What is going on, Wagadaba? As always, a pleasure to see you, my friend. I hope both of you guys are doing fantastic. Doing good, just waiting on Wuwa maintenance to finish. Oh shit, is collab dropping tonight? Is the collab dropping tonight? That is hype as fuck if it is. Oh hell yeah, Stone. Stone, if you're down for it, it would be so cool if you streamed it. I'd hop in for sure, for a little bit to watch your Lucy summons if you're doing any. That'd be so fucking cool. I might have to leave midstream to stream. Oh, fantastic. That'll be unfortunate. Hopefully I will end stream by the time that you are in. Hopefully when I end stream tonight, you'll still be live. I'll try to catch the tail end of your stream. Yeah, really exciting. I almost reinstalled Wuthering Waves just so I could partake in the collab, let's say. So yeah, really exciting stuff. Hope everyone that is summoning for Lucy tonight is able to get her, because I think Rebecca is free, right? You get Rebecca for free, right? So Lucy's the only one that you summon for. So yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So and I'll try to wait for you to finish, but no promises because I might be too tired. Hey, no, Stone, please do not accommodate me. You focus on you and your life and your stream. Do not accommodate me. I That's the last thing I want. I want you to live how you see fit and freely. I am here to provide you entertainment and to be a friend to you all, if you guys so wish it. But please do not feel obligated to ever join my stream. So, but yeah, hope you're doing well, Stone. So good luck to you, my friend. I wish you the best of luck with your Lucy summons. What's going on, JD? Hope good to see you, my friend. Hope you guys are having a great weekend up until now. Weekend is coming to an end, unfortunately. We have work tomorrow. I think most of us do at least. And but we are still excited. We are still on the ZZZ hype train, and things are looking to be really fucking cool ahead of 3.0. So we are trying our best to catch up to ZZZ 3.0 before it releases, I believe on the 17th, right? Next, not necessarily this upcoming week, but the week after on Wednesday slash Tuesday night. That is when it's supposed to release. So we've got about a week or so left before 3.0 drops, which gives me just barely enough days, I think, to be able to catch up. We'll see. I think I'm gonna have an official streaming schedule tomorrow, so hopefully we can kind of get a sense of what the week will look like from a streaming perspective. But at this moment in time, I do think I'm streaming literally every single day of next week, so that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, really cool stuff. JD, yeah, farming for Gil. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I am current pre-farm for Himiko in Star Rail. I am just farming trace materials, farming everything that she kind of needs to get fully built when she comes out. And when her relics obviously release, or are Himiko's relics out? Stone, JD, Wagadaba, anyone know? Are Himiko's relics available in Star Rail already? Are they? Perfect. So once I finish farming trace materials, then obviously I will move over to farm her ascension materials, and then after that, I will then go to farm her relics in advance. So hopefully I can play her kind of like out of the gate. That is the plan. It's the second set in the new Blades Relic domain. Gotcha. No, yeah, makes sense. They usually do release like the relic set for the character that is about to release a patch early. That way you can pre-farm their relics, play them immediately upon release. And so I figured that her relics are probably out with 4.3, so that's good to know. Good to hear. Yeah, super exciting stuff. I think we're all summoning for Himiko, right? When she comes out, Himiko Nova. So hopefully all of us get lucky. Here's to winning our 50/50s to all of us. So, but not just that as well, but the Fate collab. I think most of us are also going for at least one of the Fate collab units, right? Gilgamesh or Rin. So should be really cool. Yeah. It's a tough time for our wallets. It's a tough time for our gotcha in-game currencies where you've got a lot upcoming to summon for. Himiko Nova and Honkai Star Rail, right? Ahead of 3.0 and ZZZ. Those of us who are fans of Remiel are probably summoning for Velina, right? Remiel, Velina seems to be what is going to be a very good anomaly team. So, and of course, Remiel in 3.1, which is what is rumored. And then in Wuthering Waves tonight, there is the collab with Cyberpunk, the anime with Lucy. So yeah, really cool stuff for all of like the big gotchas. And Genshin's got Nicole at the moment, and Nicole seems to be like a big thing. So she seems like a big boost to the Genshin accounts. So yeah, really cool stuff. Stone, I'm probably gonna have to save. Probably gonna have to skip either Pearl or Aventuring SP. Yeah, I think I'm also gonna have to skip Aventuring SP, despite him being one of my favorite characters. Just because I don't want to skip Pearl. I definitely want Pearl. But more importantly, Stone, I think we talked about this previously. I want Robin SP. That's like the other unit that I like am really looking forward to. And rumors are, according to Sage, how's it going, Sage? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. But like Sage said on one of our previous streams, Robin SP is rumored to work with Himiko Nova. So if that is the case, obviously that will boost my desire for Robin SP even further. So yeah, I think I'm gonna prioritize Pearl and Robin SP. That is what I'm looking towards to after Himiko Nova. JD, the materials for Gil's traces look a lot like Asat's dices. Oh, really? That's actually kind of interesting. There's not gonna be a connection in the story. I don't think they're brave enough to do something like that to like cross universe in the main story, but maybe a nice little Easter egg, you know. Stone more likely Aven since I don't have Asheville. Yeah, Aventurine on SP is going to be a very unfortunate skip. Aventurine is like my, I think at this point, seventh, sixth favorite character in the game. Probably seventh. I think, do I have Aventurine or Kafka ahead? I forget. But yeah, he is in my top 10. So it is unfortunate to have to skip his SP. Sage, I watched your stream from last night. I just want to clarify that this game is strictly not part of any of the other Hoyo universe. The devs stated it. No, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm just saying, like in the future, if they wanted to change that at some point in time, you know, I'm not gonna rule out the possibility. But yeah, I don't really see any significant connection to Honkai Star Rail or any of the other Hoyoverse universes at this current moment in time. The only connection, really up until this point, has been the monsters in Amphorius in I think what was it 3.2 3.1 when it's like the when you go to the grove for the first time, right, when you're going to meet Anaxa and those black tide monsters, those looked a lot like ethereals, right? Those looked like the mobs in ZZZ, but I don't see any real connection. Like, yeah, I guess you could argue that like, oh, Remiel is Cyrene or Elysia XP, really Elysia XP, but no, like whether she's an XP or not, it's just a technical term. It doesn't matter. So JD, Leo wants that Dove attack. I love the Charmony siblings, man. Sunday and Robin are, I mean, you guys know how much I love Sunday. Sunday is the my favorite character besides the infamous trio of characters that I love of Firefly, Cyrene, and Himiko. Like those are the big three, right? Right behind the big three is Sunday. So I love Sunday. And Robin is, I think, in my opinion, Robin is incredibly underrated from a character writing perspective, and I really like the dynamic between Sunday and Robin as well. 2.7, when they have that conversation at the end where Sunday is pretending to be someone else, and Robin obviously recognizes that it's her brother, and they're able to kind of say goodbye to each other. That's one of my favorite scenes in the game. It's a very strong scene, and a lot of people don't really talk about it that much. Sage, at least Adventuring is a stance switch between relation DPS teams or follow up attack teams. No, yeah, Adventuring seems to be like a very flexible unit, which is very cool. And I do also really like flexible units like that, so it is unfortunate. Going over to YouTube, Wagadaba, I will have to skip a lot of patches. I can't buy pool till August. E1 3B made my credit card full. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate sometimes. How you have your summoning plans and you get an idol on, or you get this like extra little bit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, fuck, I have to get the fake characters, but then I also have to get Himiko Nova. Oh shit, and after them there's Aventrine and there's Robin and there's all these amazing characters that like Pearl that you have to summon for, right? So yeah. Walking about hope Remiel will take the entire patch for me to be able to do something. I am actually for the first time in a long time in any gotcha game, I have done my due diligence. I have about by the time Remiel comes out, guys, I think I'm gonna have like 70,000 chromes ready to summon for her. Obviously, we are gonna get Velina before then. Like, so we're gonna get Velina and her W engine before we get Remiel. That could cost me a lot of chromes, right? But I'm gonna have a ton of summoning material for Remiel. So, but I have. She was obviously revealed in game a long time ago, and I was already sitting on a pretty healthy amount of chromes, and so I was able to just kind of start saving there. So my Remiel savings are very healthy. Stone, I'm gonna wait to hear more about Robin before I pull because Nihilux will probably be the patch right after. That is actually a good point. We are getting to the point now where Nihilux is on the horizon, where she is not that far away if the rumors are true. Obviously, still rumors that to take it with a grain of salt. That she is going to come at the end of 4.x. And so we are approaching that. We are already at 4.4. Like the next patch is 4.4. Still, 5 weeks away, but we're getting closer. Sage, a reliable leak has stated the Nihilux is 4.7 release, so I think Pearl is straight after Himiko's SP. No, yeah, rumors are Pearl is right after Himiko SP, so Himiko Nova, and then we've got like a mass of characters that is Robin SP, Aventrine SP, and what's the other one? I'm forgetting one. There's one that I'm forgetting. It might be the NPC 5 star that was that someone was rumored that an NPC in Planet Arcadia or the Elation storyline is supposed to get a 5 star version, which a lot of people thought was Kuchiba. I'd be down for a Kuchiba summonable version. JD, since I don't have guarantee, I am farming for Gil first. If I got Himiko Nova, I will farm for her. No, that's smart. That is smart, JD. That is, I feel like that is the way most people play gotcha games. And honestly, for the most part, that is also the way I play gotcha games as well. Pre-farming for characters that I know I will have guaranteed or such, or I will only farm for characters once I actually get them. But I have in my brain, obviously, decided that I am going to get Himiko each S1. That is going to happen. Whether my wallet likes it or not. Whether my wallet likes it or not, we are going to get Himiko E2 S1. So I am already pre-farming with that in mind. Says actually, Remiel characters will be released with her as she seems to be a Lumen character. Yep, yep. It's going to be difficult to pre-farm for Remiel because Lumen, which seems to be a new element entirely in ZZZ, kind of like Wind, um, that's going to have to obviously have its unique set of materials that you have to pre-farm for. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. Which is why currently what I'm farming for in ZZZ is just like money and like Denny's and love material. Just so that way I can reliably farm all the wind like chips that I need and all the new all the new elements that are gonna have new mats that I have to summon for to farm for. So Waganaba, I have 30 pools saved for Velina plus W engine, so basically a dream. Hey, as they say, all you need is one summon, Wagadaba. You just need a single summon, my friend. It is a dream, but dreams come true sometimes. So, Stone, and hypothetically, if I get Blade SP, he could probably just substitute for a Robin. I am tempted to summon for Blade, for Mornax Blade, just because that motherfucker is broken. I don't understand how they let that character get through beta. So he is tempting, and I would really like to start running Acheron again, but I don't know. I really just I don't want to spend that much money in 4.4, and the fact that I'm gonna have to summon Himiko Ichu S1 and Rin is gonna be hard. So I think I'm gonna have to pass on Blade for now. Sage Pearl and someone else is 4.5. SP Robin, SP Aventurine and same patch on 4.6, and 4.7 might be solo Nihilux. Okay, so maybe they are, going to just go with that and just do solo Nihilux kind of the same way they did with Cyrene, right? JD, I've heard that their first is Robin Aventurine and then Pearl and last Nihilux. I think the rumor is that Pearl is supposed to come first. I think it's Pearl, then Aventurine slash Robin in the same patch, and then 4.7 potentially solo Nihilux. Who knows, right? So no, not true. Ramriel will probably just take wind mats because Yushu and Miyabi are frosted ink, but take ether and ice materials. Stone, that's what we all thought at first. But very recently, like in the past couple of days, it was leaked that there is going to be a new element in ZZZ, not just wind, another new element called Lumen, that Remiel is supposedly going to be a part of. So get ready not for just one new element in wind, but for two of them. Obviously, again, rumors, leaks, take them with a grain of salt, please. We don't know if any of this will be true. But yeah, there's been new information on Remiel, so potentially, going to be difficult. Sage, I have only heard that Pearl is the aftermath of the Ahatopia arc, and SP Robin and Aventurine will start the IPC ship arc. Yeah, that is going to, I think, be what is going to be the case. That said, I'm kind of interested to see what the order is, right? Because doing Pearl and Aventurine back to back is what I expect to happen. But I also thought I saw that Robin might be first, so who knows? Sage Lumen is confirmed the new element mat to farm exactly like when the beta came out today. The beta well, technically the beta actually came out yesterday. Today for you, Sage, obviously, because you are ahead of me. But the the beta is missing Remiel. It is actually missing a big amount of the 3.1 stuff. So still to be revealed. It's in the files, so well, in all fairness, right? Sunday the Celeron Hunter was also in the files, right? So even if it is in the game files, they can still change their minds. Like, it is probably very reliable and probably what is going to happen, but don't don't consider it guaranteed is what I'm trying to say. It's been interchangeable with who is first, SP Robin or Aventurine, but leakers are saying it's been changed to Robin as first phase. Yeah, that's what I was alluding to earlier. The fact that I would think that Pearl and Aventurine would be back to back because they're both Stonehearts, but Robin being first is interesting to me. JD, Leo is my time zone twin. We are on the same time zone. What you are one of the first viewers, one of the only viewers, JD, that I have that is on my same time zone. I am central time zone because I live in Texas. Sage, also Lumen is an actual in-game element in combat. It has a pink color effect, very light pink. Yeah, it's very cool. Like it is almost certainly like fully designed around Remiel. That character is going to be ultra fucking broken. Like that character is gonna get all of the budget. Who is supposed to come out with Remiel Sigrid? Is that what's rumored? Whoever comes out with Remiel in 3.1, I feel bad for them. They will get the like short end of the stick completely. They are gonna get the scraps of the budget, the very bottom of the barrel of the budget. Wagadaba, will the IPC ship arc the true vacation or another Ravager will crash a party? Stay tuned for future patches. Find out next time on Honkai Star Rail GT. No, I think the Elation storyline is supposed to continue in Astropolis. So Planarcadia is not intended to end the Elation storyline. That's what they said, I think, on the 4.0 live stream right before we went into Plan Arcadia was that the Elation storyline was going to be all of 4.x, but that we were going to be kind of sharing the storyline with Plan Arcadia and Astropolis. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Sage, also about the Monado should be S rank. A lot of people felt the exact same way. People still think he would have been an S rank without devs getting involved and switching either Yidhari or Lucia as A ranks out. It is just pure speculation. Unfortunately, I think all three should have been S rank. I don't think there is like a this character got less attention or this character is less good than that other character. No, I they just simply designed and wrote three S rank characters in one story patch. So that's unfortunate. They were like, oh, fuck me. We did too good of a job. We wrote three S rank characters, unfortunately, and one of them just has to be A rank. And our audience is, of course, primarily male. Lucia and Itari probably are going to sell better than Monado. But Monado is definitely an S rank worthy character from every angle. So, and I also feel she'll just be a different type of win because she wouldn't have a set on release, and I don't expect them to release a new set 2 patches in a row. I think with Remiel, just throw everything you know out the window. I think Remiel is like the first character we've had in ZZZ that is going to just completely break the mold. Like they are giving her everything new, right? New element, new set, new marketing. Like she is going to kind of shift the game in a way that we haven't seen before. So it's gonna be hard to predict what they're gonna do with Remiel. Obviously, like leaks can give us an idea, but the way I am approaching it is I'm going to have a very large set of polychromes when Remiel comes out. I will summon for her, get her mindscapes, get her W engine, and then I will figure out the rest from there. I will deal with it when that time comes. I will cross the bridge when I get there. Sage Monado is a really strong DPS for an A rank, to be honest. It's quite surprising. No, yeah. Like I said, I think they just made three S rank characters and they were just like, well, we can't release three S rank characters in one story patch in one version, so we're just gonna have to pick and choose. Well, I would say Remiel will be Lumen / Anomaly by the crumbs of her kit. Yes. That is most likely what is going to happen. I would be very surprised if Remiel is not Lumen. Like I said, just because the element is in the game files doesn't mean it's guaranteed. At one point, Sunday literally was supposed to be named Sunday the Stellaron Hunter. That was the thing. Like Sunday was going to join the Stellaron Hunters, and now he's a National Express member, right? You can't ever guarantee something based on leaks or rumors, right? But I'd be surprised if Remiel wasn't Lumen. Very surprised. And then probably Anomaly. Probably. So I'm probably going to get Engine on rerun because right before another one of my 3.x top 5. Fair enough, Stone. It's a tough world. It's a tough world we live in. It really is. Too many things to summon for. Not enough money. Sage, to be honest, Remiel doesn't need a Lumen set right now. She just needs a good Anomaly set until 3.2. They've done that plenty of times. No, yeah. I mean, to this day, Evelyn doesn't have a dedicated set. Like Evelyn is just starving for a chain attack set, and she just doesn't have one, unfortunately. With Evelyn, you just kind of grab a generic DPS set and you hope for the best. Stone, plus knowing my luck, Phoenix will be 3.2. Yeah, that is true, Stone. That is very true. We're gonna have a hurt kit ask for 3 anomalies on the team. Currently, those are the rumors. Again, like if she is like a 3 anomalies team, like character team support or enabler, very cool. But we'll see. Sage, I am betting 3.2 is gonna be Phoenix and Severian. That is probably a good choice because I don't think they're gonna do Sunbringer, and I don't think they're gonna do Storyteller until later down the line. What's going on, Swev? How's it going, Swev? Evening, my friend. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah. Now that you're here, Swev, you just reminded me I should probably get to what we are here for today. So, I talked about it yesterday. I'll talk about it right here again. So, housekeeping items. We are 25 minutes into the stream. I haven't talked about the housekeeping items. When can you guys expect the next stream? Next stream? It's going to be tomorrow. Like I said, we are probably going to stream every single day this week as we try to catch up to 3.0 before it comes out. So we're going to be doing 3 point, no, not 3 point. We're going to be doing 2.4 story tomorrow or chapter 5 tomorrow. So that should be exciting, right? We're going to continue the main story here very soon. Today is Lucia's agent story, of course. It's going to be a pretty short stream because her agent story is pretty short, but should still be really, really fun. And so that is the plan. So we're going to be streaming again tomorrow with the main story. Today is Lucia's agent story. And continuing throughout the week, we will be grinding almost every single day of this week through the main story of ZZZ because this is the last agent story. There are no more agent stories after this. So after this, it is literally just burst through the main story quest. And then obviously by the time the weekend comes around, hopefully we can start reacting to some of the trailers that are coming out for 3.0 and for Valina, because Valina's trailers are going to release towards the weekend and the start of the week next week as well. So we're going to try to do our best to get everything done before 3.0 comes out. We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't, it is what it is. So, yeah. Stone, yeah, and Phoenix is in my top 5, so I want to play it safe. Phoenix is very cool, I will say. I unfortunately think she's going to be Skip because I haven't talked about it very much on stream, but I am also just a fucking massive simp for Sunbringer. I think Sunbringer is going to be on the same level of hype for me as Remiel, and that is unfortunate because they're going to be releasing both in 3.x. So it's going to be basically Remiel hype first half, and then second half Sunbringer hype. So I have to start saving for her. Sage 3.1 is almost certainly Ramiel and Sigrid, and the stream even showed her splash height. Well, it could be Claret. Yeah, yeah. To be honest, Ghoul, as long as you can watch the 3.1 stream for ZZZ, the third Anna, you'll be good to go. No, yeah, I have said before that like maybe anniversary should be like the date that we're trying to catch up to. But I wanna be there for the 3.0 hype. I wanna be there. So like I said, we're gonna try to stream every day this next week to try to catch up. Also, 3.0 polychrome count is like 150 for free to play. God damn. Hey, I ain't complaining. I'll take that shit. I will take that shit. Wagadaba, her kid asked for 3 anomaly on the team. No, yep. Remiel leaks currently suggest that she is a 3 anomaly enabler. Stone, do we know how much we're getting in each phase? I'm expecting something to be 3.6 because from past releases I've noticed we've gotten a Void Hunter every 5 patches. Yeah, probably 3.6, 3.7, somewhere around there. Or like obviously if they want to like make Storyteller a Void Hunter level character, they could do that, but I think it's just gonna be Sunbringer, right? Like I don't know if they would do anything else. So but yeah, it's going to be a lot of summons according to Sage Stone. So 150 for free to play, I'll fucking take it. Considering how much I have already. Okay, moving to the game. Evelyn should be on your screen. Is the game frozen? I didn't black screen though. Okay, hold on. Looks like the game might have frozen without me black screening. Let's go ahead and pop it open again. I don't think I've ever had the game freeze on its own with the rest of my computer doing fine. Sage, it was as a whole. I don't think the maths have been done for phases. Gotcha. Okay. You guys should be hearing the menu screen for ZZZ at the moment. We're going to be hopping in here for just a bit. So when I say Void Hunter level solely because Yi Xuan exists. Yeah, I know, but she is just technically... I at this point just consider Yi Xuan a Void Hunter. She was given the position. She just rejected it. Swev, good omen for rest of stream. Fuck me, Swev. Don't say that, my friend. We didn't black screen. That was the game crashing on its own. All right. We're here. We haven't black screened recently, so I'm hoping that that stays consistent. We're back to Evelyn. I did switch to Yudhari specifically for yesterday, but back to Evelyn because she's Evelyn. So, hold on. Sage has given us a link here. Let's go ahead and pop it open. So yeah, quite a lot of summons over the next couple of patches. So if you guys are worried about your Remiel funds, don't be. We're sitting pretty. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Lucia's agent story. Oh, shit. Accidentally clicked back to Chrome. So, fair warning. How's it going, Astra? Fair warning. I think I did kind of spoil myself on this one completely unintentionally. So, the way it happened was I, having played through yesterday, have now unlocked the following characters for bonding. So you can see I'm like going through Yudhari, Minato, and Lucia's bonding events because I am now able to do so. Lucia's bonding here, one of these two that you unlock, talks about some type of pet thing, I think, with the name Chestnut. And we didn't meet anything related to Chestnut, or I don't think so, in the main story quest for 2.3. So, I think there is going to be some type of ethereal pet that we get to meet here in Lucia's agency story. I'm just saying, look, I don't think this was my fault. I was just playing the game, you know, doing things that I have unlocked, and that all of a sudden I was like, Chestnut? Who the fuck is Chestnut? So, yeah, interesting. Sage, it really sucks that Lucia has been the last agent quest. Yeah, hopefully they make more. I would honestly, maybe with Remiel, right? Because she's Remiel, right? They're not going to skimp with Remiel. But yeah, agent quests are so fucking good. Like I've said, at this moment in time, like right now, this second, my favorite thing ZZZ has done, my favorite story or whatever you want to consider it, is Seed's agent story. That is my favorite story told in this game so far. So they should do more of that, please. Speaking of agent stories, though, like Sage has said, we are on to our last agent story. This is the very last one. After this, we will just be bomb rushing through the main story of ZZZ. So enjoy it. It's going to be a short one. I don't think this one is very long at all. So let's have a good time with it. Stone, I feel there's not happening anymore because there's merging characters' backstories into the main story now. No, yeah. Then they're even doing that right now in Season 2. But still, come on. You got to give us a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Sage, what 3.0 feels like so far is deeper into an arc about Phaethon specifically. I can't wait till you catch up. Well, like I said, you guys should be seeing me tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Saturday and Sunday as well. You guys know I don't stream on Fridays because those are my family times. So if you guys would like to see me catch up, we will be doing most of it this week. Waganaba, they also may give older agents the story quest since already happened with Ellen. That's a good point, actually. If they were to give us agent stories of agents that already released, I'd be fucking down. Really loved 2.4 story. Well, hell yeah, dude. We're gonna get to it tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. Let me make sure audio's good. Audio's good. Everything's good. Sister! Belle, you don't understand. I stayed up late last night playing some video games.
Wise? I knew you'd still be up.
Hello, Night Emissary.
Yep, I'm still up. I'm just not an early sleeper.
Nope, me neither.
Perfect. Anyway, the reason I'm bugging you at this hour is I was hoping you could help me with something. Lately, My ethereal research has been like a Tarrasque mixer trying to get through the old metro tunnel in Cretan Hollow.
Tarrasque mixer.
Completely
Okay.
stuck.
Oh, that's rough.
Why is this
How
for
are
real?
things going before
Honestly.
you hit the bottleneck?
You guys want to know what time I went to bed last night?
It was
4:30 a.m.
going pretty well, I guess.
Rough.
I had this plan to turn our lawn into pedal sofas for hollow camping, and I tried to figure out how the traffic lights on Fawn worked. Oh, do you happen to know if you tie both
I
ends of a
love
Spectre's cloak
every
into a knot,
character in this game
how
has
does it
such
float?
good voice direction. Amber Lee Connors has done such an amazing job with her voice direction in this game, and now she's voicing Ramiel. Fantastic.
Wait, Lucia. Where are all these research ideas even coming from?
What do you mean, where? From the hollows, of course. Just walk on in, run into a couple of ethereals, and boom! Research inspiration! But I'll admit, these ordinary inspirations are just not enough.
So let's adopt an ethereal as a pet. I'm guessing where this is going to be going.
Inspirations are not enough? Or should I be asking, what about the other ideas you had before?
Proxy, could it be you haven't read any of my posts on Spook Shack?
Oh, I'm so
I guess
sorry.
the titles of my posts haven't been
No, no, I'm sorry.
catchy enough. I can't come up with something.
I'm
as
sorry. I didn't mean. No, I'm just
fiery
not
something.
interesting enough.
And no matter how many times I write about blast crawlers, people are just gonna get bored and lose their interest in the forum. And when
Why is
that
I need you to go to
happens,
her post right now and
where can I
comment.
find leads on the night horror?
What's a night horror? Some rare ethereal you're interested in?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I've got time.
For now, think of it as an ethereal. An ethereal that can enter people's dreams and talk to them. Wait,
Shaoji, is that
Roxy?
you?
do you think ethereals can communicate with humans?
Well, you kind of did in 2.3. Like, your dad, as the Wandering Hunter, very clearly felt empathy at the very end. So at the very least, I feel like ethereals are capable at the end of their lives of, feeling empathy.
I suppose it's not.
But communication, probably
impossible.
not.
If
Probably
we could
not.
really communicate, no, I'm not using an Arlon sofa.
I know what you mean, Proxy. Normally, I'd say this is just baseless speculation and leave it at that. But right now, I've got the perfect research subject in mind. Let's head out now. Before diving into the hollow, we have to make a stop at Fluffy.
All right. Anyone coming with us?
Why do you want to visit Fluffy first?
Oh, I'm going to buy a toy.
Okay.
You're buying a toy? Since
I know
when
where
did
this
you
is
have a
going.
pet?
No, she doesn't have a pet yet. Keyword
Not
yet.
actually. But I know Chestnut's gonna be the goodest pup.
Oh, okay, here we
I
go.
see. You're thinking of using the toy to get the puppy's attention.
Wise, I don't think you know. I don't think you understand what she's trying to do.
Wait, then why can't we do it after we're finished with our business in the Hollow?
Wise, get with the times, brother. Okay, there we go. I cut off too much dialogue yesterday. I have to be better about it.
Hey there, welcome in. Looking for something special today?
Yeah, do you
I
have
want a little
ethereal
doggy to come
dog
up to me on her
puppy?
own. What should I get?
Honestly, you don't need to buy anything to get close to a pup. Genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion. That's all it takes to win a puppy's heart. It's true!
Well, if Fluffy's shopkeeper says so, then it's gotta be true. Plus, Karen herself is... Yeah, I trust her.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's just... Chestnut's a very particular little pup.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I've met lots of special needs pups. Some were abandoned, some have been on
Yeah,
their
this
own
is
since they were
definitely
born.
a special pup.
If you want to gain their trust, it will take a longer time. Let me think. What about this? a brand new line of treats for puppies. I packed it with all sorts of delicious jerky. They're super yummy. No pup can resist it. Sorry. The
You want
smell
one?
got me.
Go for it.
That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this.
What do ethereals
Chestnut
eat?
is
Just like raw
uh,
ether?
a bit of a picky eater.
Human flesh?
I see. Then maybe you want to
Do they even need to eat?
Our most popular toy.
Lucia, I need you to give me a
Battery-powered bird that
lecture on
quacks like the
ethereal
real thing.
biology.
Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it.
This looks great. But is it sturdy enough?
I'm afraid not. It's actually designed more for cats, and it's built to be lightweight, so I wouldn't call it sturdy. It should work for smaller dogs, though.
Chestnut's a big girl with a big girl attitude.
Oh, that
Lucia,
might
what
not work
ethereal
then.
are we talking about
Let me
here?
think. Oh, if you don't mind something a little old school, we do have another toy for bigger pups. It's actually more of a pillow. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, but it's really sturdy and great for gnawing.
That
It's
sounds
also
better.
infused with a calming scent to help soothe anxious pups. People can't really smell it, but dogs usually like it a lot.
Oh, this is adorable. Though I'm not sure if Chestnut would care much about the scent with her sense
Damn,
of smell.
Chestnut, high maintenance.
Based on what you said, Lucia, Chestnut is a big girl who doesn't eat much, has a weak sense of smell, and a bit of a temper? That sounds a little weird.
What's weird about that? Every puppy's different. Chestnut's
Lucia,
just got
out with
her
it.
own little quirks.
I'm on to you.
I'll take this one, please.
You guys ever play Monster Hunter? This kind of looks like the steak in Monster Hunter. Highly recommended by Karn. Wait, how did they pronounce it earlier? I think it's Karn now. This is the most durable dog toy at Fluffy, a small cushion. Wonder which special pup Lucia plans to win over with it.
You got it. Hope it helps you bond with that special little pup of yours.
Oh, it definitely will.
Better catch up quick. Oh, hey.
This
Yudhari's
weather's
coming with
perfect
us?
for a little exploring.
That'd be
Hey, Dude,
fantastic.
What kind of fun job have you got me into
I would
this
love to
time?
get more Yudhari screen time, please and thank you. But it might just be for gameplay purposes. Yudhari screen time, in my opinion, is good screen time. Okay, looks like it's not the case.
Let me think. All right, let's head that way.
Oh,
Huh? Isn't that?
oh, who could that be?
Dang. This place was nice and quiet last time I was here.
Nice and quiet? You mean
Rude?
there weren't this many ethereals here before?
Thank goodness you guys are
Okay,
here.
no Yudhari.
I was this close to being
Unfortunate.
killed. That sneaky little hottie totally set me up.
Huh?
Hottie?
Which hottie are you talking about? Among the pack of ethereals that surrounded you.
Oh,
I
is that the
didn't
type of
see any.
ethereal that Chestnut is?
Oh, maybe you didn't see it. There was a smaller
Hmm,
hottie.
almost
just about
certainly.
waist high. That one right there. It lured me all the way here and got me ambushed by all those ethereals.
Never heard of anything like that before. An ethereal pulling tricks on people?
Were you doing
How
something
did
bad?
It trick you?
It ran ahead like it wanted me to chase it, you know?
That's pretty weird.
It's not that weird. You young folks shouldn't underestimate how crafty those things can be.
No, I mean, you are pretty weird, mister. In the
Rude.
hollow, most people run away from ethereals. That little hot tea from earlier, if you want to dodge it,
Oh,
it'd be easier
we are
than a
calling him
Thanatos
out.
dodging a blast crawler. Why did you even chase it?
I didn't chase it. Look, I was minding my own business in the hollow, and that hottie ran at me out of the blue with a whole pack of ethereals behind it to
I
ambush
assume
me.
this guy is the antagonist or
that's
connected to the
interesting.
antagonist of this Agent
I've
Story
only
quest.
heard of symbiotic ethereals in Hollow Zero being able to command other ethereals. Maybe that little hottie has what it takes to be the next Nineveh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get what you're on about. You run into ethereals in the hollow, you eliminate them. That's just the way it is. Instead
That's
of
what I
taking
do.
down that ethereal, you're now blaming me? That is just absurd.
Yeah. Now look, this guy is probably going to be an asshole, but this is kind of like a little bit B movie-esque. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Why? Like, why are we defending, you know, the ethereal? Like, why are we defending the B? You guys know what? You guys ever watched a B movie? You guys know what I'm saying? Like, even though the story demands it, it is a bit strange logically, like in your brain.
Sir, my friend is just trying to understand what happened between you and those ethereals. If we don't know
That said,
what we're dealing
I'm a
with,
ride and
we
die
might
for
wind up
Lucia,
in the same
so
trouble you did.
put him in prison.
You!
Get him in jail.
Roxy, do you think I'm
Absurd is not the
too?
word I would use. Yeah, unique.
You've always been a little absurd, haven't you? Sorry, that was a bad joke. What I mean is, ethereals are dangerous, sure, but people can be too. I don't think you're wrong for being cautious.
I knew it!
If anything,
We're
it's the
totally
humans
in
that have caused
sync.
more
All we
issues in the
wanted
story
to
up until
each
now
other
than
in
the
the dark.
ethereals.
Plus, that investigator earlier was quite the weird one. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone accuse Chestnut of hurting someone.
Hold on. Who's Chestnut? You don't mean that hottie the
And the
investigator was
truth
talking
comes
about, right?
out.
Yeah! Chestnut is a good girl. Ever since I met Chestnut, she's never harmed anyone from outside the hollow. More than once, she quietly
Very
led me
interesting.
to injured investigators so I could help them. This one time, right around here, my carrot stopped working. Chestnut just happened to stroll by and guided me out.
You mean a hottie is working as a rescue dog in the hollow? That's even wilder than the research you mentioned earlier.
There's other reasons, of course, but I trust Chestnut. She's always
I would
been
like to
gentle and
know how
kind.
long you've known
What's
her.
strange is, the last few times I saw her, I kept feeling like someone was tagging her, tracking her. Just like that guy from earlier.
A kind and gentle ethereal. I need a second to process it. Those other reasons must be really important.
It's a long story. Let's talk about it when we get back. Ugh.
Fair enough.
And thanks to that weirdo earlier, I didn't even get the chance to give Chestnut the toy I picked out.
How rude.
Let's look around a bit more. Maybe she's still nearby.
I must give Chestnut the big stuff.
I think Chestnut
Meat.
went that way. Let's go take a look.
Okay, nothing over here. Oh, hello. Oh, I don't have it, actually. No, I do have the button. And this is why Dylan is broken.
It's the engine.
Spin to win, as I say. Is it optimal? No. Is it fun? Absolutely.
Pay close attention to what I'm saying. The noise is unbearable. Chestnut, I know you're there.
Is she hiding in the brush?
You didn't hide your tail properly.
She understood that?
Yeah, that's a whole ass
She
wolf,
always
Lucia.
understood me. Aw, you don't like it?
And there she goes. Stone, if Remiel is Anomaly, I fully expect a rerun beside her to be Nangong. Well, if you're running triple Anomaly, like she is rumored to, you know, run with, I don't think you necessarily need to run Stun. I think you just run 3 DPSs, Remiel included, right? And you just win the game. So, like, you probably run, like, Remiel, Velina, and, like, Jane, because, like, Jane and Velina are supposed to be good together, so. God, that team would be my dream. Miyabi, Yanagi, Remiel, maybe? So I know, but right now, out of who hasn't rerun yet, I think she makes the most sense. No, yeah, absolutely. Or maybe Arya. Hey, what's going on, Flamer? Glad you were able to make it, man. Hope you're doing well, Flamer. Hope you have a good night.
Aww. Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Well, we can always head back to Lemnian Hollow next time and look for her again.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope we get to see Chestnut next time. Oh, right. I promised to tell you why I trust Chestnut, didn't I?
I mean, you kind of already told me.
Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe.
More kind of...
Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
Interesting. I always like it whenever Zenless Zone Zero makes it clear that Thyrans, or Thyrans, however you choose to pronounce it, like Lucia, like Jufufu, like Pandinhu, like, you know, these different species of intelligent life, they have their own culture. They have their own communities, like these tribes. Like, you know, Jufufu had her own kind of upbringing within her tribe, and Lucia now is kind of mentioning this as well. Just a nice little detail that I like.
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me more about it?
You already know I'm one of the night watchers out on the fringes of New Eridu. We rest during the day, and we're active at night. The stories say that long ago, our ancestors fought a powerful ethereal. The battle lasted for days, and just before it fell,
strong ass
released
ethereal,
a final surge of power.
or weak ass tribe.
Ever since
One
then,
of the two.
it's haunted our dreams. Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call. Just before the ether consumes them, before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment.
Interesting.
Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
And very concerning if that is actually like a real thing. Stone, yeah, but Arya requires units to activate Ether Veil to get the most bounces. Well, keep in mind, Suna is supposed to rerun in 3.0. So, if going by order, I would expect that Arya would be first. Flamer, I hate that they never expanded on that. Expanded on what? The tribe stuff? No, yeah, but to be fair, this is an agent story, like you know, characterization. I don't think they're gonna really go too deeply into this. Wagadaba, Miyabi, Remiel, Velina, I will force this team to work. I don't think Velina works very well with Miyabi, Wagadaba, but I respect the effort. I respect the dedication. Maybe later, Miyabi, Sunbringer, Remiel, if we get them. I don't think Sunbringer is going to be an anomaly. I think Sunbringer, very similar to Remiel, is going to have her own niche where she's going to be OP in.
What a terrifying curse. Is there anything you can do to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them. And this staff? It's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic
Interesting.
ethereal abilities.
So that tells me
Houston said I was
potentially...
the most gifted of the younger generation.
maybe Chestnut isn't
or something like that.
naturally empathetic, but
I'm
more that it's
still not
influenced
sure what
by
made
your
him decide that,
tribe's gifts.
He gave this staff to me.
Wait, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the Hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No, but I came really close once. It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror, how it's both feared and revered by our people. She even
Interesting.
described the night horror she saw in her dreams.
Almost like
Everyone else
a
said,
siren of some
stunningly
kind, you know,
beautiful
lulls you
ethereal,
to sleep, kind of
almost
haunts you in your
godlike.
dreams, but is still
That
like very
night,
beautiful.
I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me. And in front of me, there was a little hottie. It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight.
Watch Chestnut beat the
We
night
stared
horror.
at each
Is
other,
that what this is leading to?
like survivors meeting after a disaster. Still cautious, still on edge.
I wouldn't consider Chestnut to be like
long after that
overly
dream,
beautiful though.
I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either.
Okay.
And she treated the other outsiders kindly too. That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
So the night horror was just being nice? But why?
I don't know, but
Mhm.
I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if
I
we
mean,
could
it's a good,
communicate with
it's a
it?
nice ideal to have.
Maybe everything our
Absolutely.
people have endured.
And if there is ever a
comes to
chance
an
that we
end.
could potentially communicate and
Sounds
work with
silly, doesn't
ethereals,
it?
would be fantastic. You know, that would change the entire course of the game. But everything in the game has led to us believing that there is really no hope for that ever happening. So, Sage, are you getting Shungus in 3.0 because she's rerunning? I have Shungus. I do have Shungus. And I will say, when I did Deadly Assault this past reset, I don't think Shungus really did too well for me. She isn't that great versus Isolde. Like, that's the boss I used her on, because it was like physical weak with attack. But I think because Isolde's boss is like very reliant on like parrying a lot, and with Yeshen Guang you don't really want to parry a lot, it did feel a bit awkward. So I might try to replay that with Evelyn instead. Flamer Valina actively counters Miyabe since you can't apply disorder with wind. No, yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. But hey, Wagadaba is a determined man. He is a determined individual, and he said he would make it work, and so I believe him, and I will support him. Flamer, by the way, Star Wars mode releases in about 3 hours, at least in EU. Well, even if Star Wars mode. I thought you were talking about Wuthering Waves for a second there. What's Star Wars mode? Keep in mind, guys, I am not watching any of the live streams. So there's a lot of things I don't know about the game specifically that are coming. So I'm not watching any of the live streams because of spoilers. What's going on, guest? Hope you're doing well, guest. Hope you had a good night since we spoke yesterday. Glad to see you. Glad to see you were able to make it. Crazy thing is that phenomenon is real. The sudden surge of energy before dying. Oh yeah, absolutely. Flamer HSR Endgame. Oh, is that what it's called? I did not know it had a specific name for it. I just thought it was gonna be, you know, hey, this is gonna be the additional difficulty. Also, sup Ghoul, what's going on, man? Sorrow mode in Asia is already released, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad. The 3-team for Endgame. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna take the extra jades, like I said. I'm not gonna complain about it, and if I can't fully clear it, it is what it is.
Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. We still know so little
I had no
about the
idea
Hollow.
it had a name.
I think your thoughts are worth
I probably just
exploring.
completely forgot.
Even among my own people,
Because they announced it during
no
the
one
live
really
stream.
believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
It's not that I don't believe you, Lucia, because I genuinely believe that what you're feeling is genuine and sincere. I kind of just want to confirm Like I'm willing to go research with you. An all morninger. Yeah, I think it's because they stayed up all night. Lucia. Just get sleep, guys. Don't be like me and get your sleep. I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night. It's crazy. Oh, shit. Chat with pet owners walking their pets. Hello, are you walking your fucking bird? What an absolute G. And also, your fit's kind of fire. Dude, he's wearing the sandals too. This guy's got some aura. Hello. If Chestnut bites someone, yeah, I don't I don't know if that'll go so well. Everything else is minor. Lucia. She could amputate your arm with a single bite. Hello. Nice dog. Look at the pupper. He screams at me, I obey. Sounds like you need a trainer, buddy. The tire. Sounds like my dog when we first got him. I say my dog, he doesn't live with me. He lives with my parents because I moved out. But he is a bit of a rascal. But he's definitely gotten tamer as he's gotten older. His name is Elton. Walking your tortoise. That is not a... Okay, good. Very true. Waganaba, the last time I tried force something was to make Yuzuha anomaly DPS and trying on tower. The best time I got was 2 minutes for floor 5. It was a Yuzuha alone. No other agent. Yuzuha solo DPS. Waganaba, you are a determined man. Let's get some schlip. That's part 1 finished. Yeah, this is going to be... I do feel like this is going to be a pretty quick one, right? I do kind of feel like the agent story is kind of like alternate, right? There's like ones that are pretty sweet but short and enjoyable and offer, you know, characterization for the character. And then there are others like Seeds, which will drive a stake through your heart, twist it, then take a bag of sea salt and dump it into the open wound while smacking you in the head with a hammer so you are concussed as you die, bleeding out on the floor. That is what Seed's agent story did to me. Very, very vivid description, I know, but that's how I felt. Hello? Wise. You are not... I do not believe this for a second. You do not have this much riz. No. You do not sit like this. The lighting does not hit your face like this. Go be a goober.
Wise!
Hello?
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the night horror. There's word in my tribe that the night horror has returned. Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
We should save him then.
What? Was it an accident?
few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the night horror.
Interesting.
They promised they only wanted to learn more about the night horror's powers, and if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no.
Fair.
Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing.
It's kind of a
with
lot to
someone
ask of
loudly.
someone, even if, you know, the actual effort would be good.
That sounds suspicious. Maybe those people got turned down and decided to get back at the chieftain. You know, by somehow getting him to sleepwalk?
But they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe. It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the night horror. And following the fate of all night watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
This whole thing doesn't feel right.
I agree.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all night watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the hollow and becoming one of the ethereals. But until that day comes, we live as people. We live our lives
I like
to the
the
fullest.
approach.
So
I'm a
if anyone
fan of
took
this
away
chieftain
the
up till
chance of
now.
him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the night horror itself, I need to know why.
Well, let's get going then. We gotta go help him.
How about a little late night adventure?
Flamer.
I
By the way,
promise
with
you'll
the
love it.
Anti-Destruction Alliance coming soon, I'm expecting 5.x to be a major shift, like HI Part 1, Part 2 kind of shift. Oh, absolutely. Isn't it rumored that with the next planet, we're gonna go to that planet that Selenova is supposedly gonna be a part in? Selenova is not a Lord Ravager to be taken lightly. That is going to be a major shift in the quest.
This weather's perfect for a little
In the quest, in the
exploring.
story. I also heard supposedly rumors that we're gonna get a Kafka SP, and if that's the case, then obviously
What kind of fun job have you got me into
a
this
very
time?
big shift in the story. Guess this is one of the few I hadn't done. The fact that he had to specify it was a hammer. Hey man, look, I just said what came to mind. No, yeah, this is the last agent story, so I don't blame you guys. This is after this, all we have left to do is the main story quest, which is very unfortunate because these are super fun. I love the agent stories. I'm very upset that Star Rail stopped doing them. Over there, they're called something different. But the last, what are they called? Like just character quests? The last character quest we had in Star Rail was Black Sox 1 and Sparkle. Going back to 2.0. Like, come on, Star Rail. You're telling me you can't give me more than that?
Lucia, I'll face the enemy head on.
A crossroads. I see marks by the roadside. Let's check them out.
Flamer, the last one was Yun Li. Yun Li did have one, didn't she? I completely forgot about that. That was pretty good, too, if I remember correctly. Let's look in here. This is interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like this is an error in the storytelling. I don't think this is supposed to be a part of the story quest or the agent story. I was going to ignore it, but the fact that it popped up the second time, I was like, interesting. Maybe it's because we're controlling Yidhari and we like interacted with something like over here, you know what I mean? So, also Jesus Christ, man. Can we just appreciate? Can I simp for a little bit? I feel like I didn't simp enough yesterday. God damn. All right, moving on. I have to have a little bit of degeneracy in every stream. Just a little bit.
The ethereals seem riled up today.
How could you even tell that?
See the glow around their cores? It's This seems fast.
You know what? I
Faster.
probably
That's
should
about
stop
20%
using
quicker than usual.
Mari's skill before I like use her spin to win move or her parry. Oh shit! You're kind of a bigger boy than the other ones, aren't you? My buff's already. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay. Rude.
Chief tenants.
No, not like that. But
We're about to get
if
another
you
skill.
had turned into an ethereal, you would be a far stronger one than
Oh, I
this.
didn't mean to do that.
As expected of the chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for
Let me
us.
go to dial in, please.
I'm not following what you just said, but if you're calling it good news, it's good news.
I am wise. I'm just like, all right, Lucia, I believe you.
But first we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's being a menace.
Lucia,
This little one.
I need you to keep your buff up, please. I really don't want to use alt. There we go. Flamer, all gacha games are taking a step away from character quests, which honestly, personally, I think it is better. Character quests were good, but I think evolving the character more with the main story works better. No, yeah. I am arguing it should be both. We should have character development in the main story and then additional character content on the side. Please. That is what I would prefer. Guess Selenova was a harmony emanator, so technically if she were to fight her, that's a double emanator threat. No, yeah, Selenova, the true Lord Ravagers, I am like truly terrified, like it lore-wise, of are Selenova and Zephyro, right? I feel like obviously it's Sapramod and Iron Tomb, and they are in the main story, like, and involved in that, and they are terrifying in their own way. But before we ever went to Amphorius, before the Lord Ravagers ever got any significant attention, right? Like obviously Fantilia and 1.x. I've talked about my opinion on Fantilia in 1.x before. I was not a fan of it. Before Amphorius, when Lord Ravagers were still for the most part outside of the main story, the two that I was terrified of were Selenova and Zephyro. So if we ever get one of those two in the main story, I will be shaking in my boots. Guess Nanook's pretty damn smart. The way he chooses his Lord Ravagers is always with someone who draws power from other paths. Yep. Indeed. And one of the myriad Celeste trailers, the future of the Sea Engine without the Trailblazers was making the Lightning Lord a Lord Ravager. So I know for a fact Nanook got game. No, yeah. It wasn't just the Lightning Lord. It was the Lightning Lord infected with the power of propagation from Locha's coffin being commanded by Jing Liu. So, that was a fucking crazy Lord Ravager. God damn. Okay, exclusive cheese. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I even want to know. I respect the honesty. Ooh,
No other clues nearby, huh?
Chestnut.
What was that?
Is that you?
Huh?
Oh, Chestnut.
Chestnut? Did you come looking for me to hang out?
You want to play
Oh.
fetch?
You mean you want us to follow you? Come on, let's follow her.
Shouldn't we look around first?
Let's go! We've entered the hollow so many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service.
She's a bit of a
Watch out
goober.
for ethereals, Lucia. No, I didn't mean Chestnut.
Oh, Jesus.
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through. Sorry, pardon me.
Yeah,
Coming through.
excuse me. You know, my mistake. Sumimasen,
Looks like everyone's in
sumimasen,
a rush today.
gomenasai. And they're all dead. God damn. She just jumped straight in and she was just like,
Would
okay.
have thought I'd hit today's step goal inside the hollow.
Wise as a step goal.
Chestnut?
What is this
you're
OST?
reading
I
to?
like this OST a lot. Hello? This almost feels like a Trails OST.
Don't tell me this.
Guest,
is all
doesn't
because
this feel
another
like a Trails
hero
OST?
tore up her pillow. Have we finally made it?
It's a vibe.
Wait, that's... Kieran? And what's that beside him?
Man, I was hoping to hear that OST now. Ooh, shit. Chestnut's fighting with us. Oh, okay. Now I'm intrigued. It's basically confirmed now that this ethereal has
Here we go.
some sense of loyalty towards Lucia.
Hey,
Stone, I still think it's stupid the Lofu arc is better with knowing future knowledge. No, yeah, absolutely, but you should never judge a story ahead of in hindsight. You should judge a story in the pace that you receive it in. Flamer, to be honest, I get a feeling that next version I think will be planet hopping. Maybe one main planet to basically be the base of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, but mostly planet hopping could lead to getting a hunt trailblazer. Pretty interesting idea. Stone, I don't know because I haven't seen Trails. Did I say Stone? My mistake. I meant to say guest. If I said Stone, that's my bad. Stone, you should definitely go play Trails though. Everyone who is watching me, I will constantly recommend Trails to you guys until you play it. Flamer, which has been teased a few times. I'd be down for a hunt trailblazer, man. Give me a bow and arrow. Guest, right? Okay, so I don't think so, but it's Starlight Knight related for sure. Trails and Starlight Knight. What a collab. Make it happen, Hoyovers.
Kieran? Kieran, are you okay?
Lucia,
I like his design.
what are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. What about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
Stone, I will when I'm not busy because Wooba Collab, ZZZ 3.0, and Genshin 7.0 are happening all in the span of 2 months. Hey, Stone, whenever you get a chance. I mean, the fact that you are somewhat interested in Trails is enough for me. That's enough for me. Besides, like I said, eventually Trails will be the focus of this channel, so. Guess, hell yeah, my man, there's not enough people playing Trails. Yep, but it is growing in popularity, immensely. It is more popular than it's ever been before.
That friend of yours, can he be trusted?
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way. He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the Hollow, he was the one who saved me. Lucia knows. When things go south in the Hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
Just because Ethereals don't attack you? Part maybe
What?
because of
Why?
that, but also just
People treat
because
you like that
they
just
see you as a
because
means to an
Ethereals
end.
Don't try to attack you.
Especially when the ethereals come swarming. It really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers.
It's
But
fucking
then again,
cruel.
I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's crazy. But the way you said it was kind of funny. Sorry.
In dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first. And they always say things like, You'll
Yeah.
be fine. The ethereals won't attack you.
Completely
Just hide.
forgetting about all the other
We'll come
harsh
back for you when
realities
we
of the
can.
hollow, like the weather,
Most of the time,
ethereal corruption,
No one comes back for
finding
us.
a way out.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror.
Same dudes that
Really
came to the
digging into
chieftain,
things
huh?
like how we communicate with ethereals. Does that count?
Communicate with ethereals?
Yeah. He saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with ethereals. As if we had the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
I wouldn't say calming. I do think Lucia has a lot of knowledge about
You
ethereals.
mean those ethereals I summoned?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
Illusion.
But what about this thing?
Hey, Chestnut.
Oh, that's Chestnut.
He's the
This
exception.
ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Ah, yes, totally. When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Lucia, I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull off this lie for too long. Eh, okay. Nice
This
response.
illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. Aw, I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
it's the stuffed toy she got
I
from
see.
Fluffy.
This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
I guess so. Thanks.
We take
But
those.
even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after? Controlling or communicating with ethereals was never actually possible in the first place?
Not completely impossible, but likely impossible.
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero.
That is true,
could even
but
command other
Geppetto
ethereals to lock
isn't exactly a
ambushes.
human ally now, is
But
it?
I doubt this strange device here could pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a large area. But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe
That's technically
suppressing
true.
or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the
It's
trick.
risky, but you
As
could.
expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
Why are you asking so many questions, brother? I'm already kind of sus of you because your clothing and your hair are literally all black and dark. So, like, I have to, like, especially in comparison to Lucia, like, light, dark, like, okay, like, storytelling device, right? But, like, at first I felt sympathy for you, but you're asking so many questions.
No, but the
I might just be overly sus. Which, can you blame me? It's Zenless Zone Zero.
Provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance. What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the Night Horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
Okay, I kind of trust him a bit more now, based on the ending of that conversation.
Weird
Still a
little
bit
thing.
iffy.
Wise, come take a look at this thing.
Especially because, like, we don't really have a named antagonist for the agent story yet. Yes, I think it was when the Sky remake released it started to get global attention. Yes, Cold Steel is pretty damn popular, but it's mostly inside Japan and global don't know much. No, yeah, when the Sky remake released, that was definitely kind of like the explosion of Trail's popularity for sure. And they've just been riding the train ever since then. But even with the remake release, I still think Cold Steel is more popular overall. You know what would be dope? HSR and Trails collab. HSR usually wants to make their collab canon, and I'm just saying Skrillum has a spare scepter. Actually, fun fact, a lot of the Honkai Star Rail developers are big Trails fans. They've talked about it in interviews before. I don't think they would ever do a Trails collab just because Trails isn't big enough. And it kind of sounds like they're going to continue the Fate collab, but it would be awesome. A man can dream. Okay, so
Chestnut?
it's Kieran, right? He's the antagonist,
Whoa,
almost
You
certainly.
like this pillow, don't ya?
Oh, look at my cute little
Thanks so much
adorable
for today.
doggo
Will you
ethereal.
come play with me again next time?
Look at him and his spine just sticking outwards.
Yes, he'll come too. It's a promise then.
Huh? You mean me?
Hey, am I?
Nice to meet you, Chestnut.
Nice to meet you. Handshakes. All right, let's take him home with us. Take him out of the hollow. Okay, so it's almost certainly Kieran. After that little like explanation we got on the device.
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff. If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down ethereals, right?
Lucia, you just described yourself. You are powerful. You took down a whole horde of ethereals. You have natural ether corruption immunity, and you're also like very well versed in ethereal, so you have the ability to take them down. Hello?
Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
Yeah, you really know the ethereals.
But you really know the ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the Night Horror. Giving it to the person who understands the Night Horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off ethereals and protect our people from hollow disasters. But for me, defeating ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them.
Fair enough.
Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
Flamer, yeah, Trails and Fate. Yeah, Fate mainly, right? If they ever did a Trails collab, oh, bless my heart. Flamer, not gonna lie, I kind of don't care about the Woo collab. Oh, that's unfortunate, Flamer. I think the Woo collab is so fucking cool. Well, that is, I am a big fan of Cyberpunk, so. And obviously the Cyberpunk anime as well. More so the Cyberpunk anime, actually. guessed. Wait, really? Like specifically HSR? No, yeah. There's been multiple interviews with a few Honkai Star Rail developers that they've named Trails as one of the franchises that they are fans of. Yeah, Flamer. Like Flamer says, they are fans of Trails and Fate. That's the two like franchises they've mentioned before. And obviously, I think they've mentioned Fate before because the fact they knew that the collab was going to happen, right? But I don't think they'll ever do a Trails collab. Because I know Genshin talked about Trails before, but I didn't know HSR was too. Well, I actually didn't hear about that. I thought it was only Honkai Star Rail, but it could be a Hoyoverse thing.
Right. You've always had a special interest in ethereals.
Also, sorry, I didn't mean to knock the microphone there.
I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the hollow. Others are quite literally the
Others
people
are
we once
literally the
I keep wondering.
like disgusting result of either corporation.
When they lose their sanity and identity in the hollow, is there really no way to bring them back?
That is a
If we see the
big
hollow as our
question,
enemy,
Lucia.
then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last hollow.
Have you met Hoshimi Miyabi?
Then maybe.
But these are
Still a
actually
chance to
good
bring our
questions
last
to be
loved ones
asking.
home.
Because I do know
Can't
that
change what's already happened.
this world has a lot of
Maybe
experimentation
We
and
can
on
still
various
move toward
different
a
things.
future where we no
But
longer have to
Lucia's
live in
asking
fear
good
of the
questions like,
hollow.
is it truly impossible to, you know, not be able to control ethereals or control hollows, at the very least, you know, understand them at a deeper level to try to mitigate the risks and threats that they pose to humanity? Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. They're probably just a threat to humanity. But what if they weren't? That could not only get rid of the threat entirely, but it could also assist humanity. So there should be effort put into in investigating the hollows and investigating ethereals, at least
Maybe.
more so than
But
the efforts
Lucia,
that we have
those
in
are
place
some big
already.
questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Is that so?
Did the stream lag for a bit? I didn't black screen, and my OBS didn't show that
Well,
it'd be black screen.
There's no way
So
the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out.
what's going on, Ant Man? What's going?
much
Hi,
has
hello,
happened
my
tonight.
friend. Hope you're having a great weekend.
I'm
We are doing
exhausted.
Lucia's agent story.
I should head home
Glad you were
and get
making it
some
in
rest.
here for the first
But
time.
I'm
How you
sure
doing,
we
brother?
can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
No, I don't trust Kieran whatsoever anymore. This is the final act, I assume. It doesn't feel like this is like progressing too quickly, but it's definitely shorter than most, right? But also we've been obviously taking our time with it just because, you know, I like to chat with you guys. Flamer, the stream restarted at least in Twitch. Oh, my bad, guys. Like I said, I didn't see it. OBS didn't tell me anything. We didn't black screen, so I just assumed everything was working fine. Stone, okay, so I just lost at Chew Pity. I mean, hey! It's something, but obviously unfortunate that you lost, Stone. My heart goes out to you. Ant-Man, I'm doing good. I finally found someone that actually played my favorite game. Bro, Zenless has been an absolute joy. I have been enjoying this game so much. We are going to be trying our best, Ant-Man, to catch up to 3.0 before 3.0 releases in about a week and a half. So if you like what you see, feel free to come back. If not, perfectly fine. Glad to have you in here. So I guess I'm basically guaranteed Lucy now. Wow. Yudari. Yudari, please come with us. I mean, she can still treat us to Yumcha Sin. I will always take free Yumcha Sin. All of
How about
it would
a
be cool
little
to see
Earthside
all of Spook
adventure?
Shack.
I promise you'll love it.
Go on, let me catch up to YouTube really quick, very quickly. Guess that explains so much about the turn order in the speed stat, the ult on demand chew mid-turn. Oh yeah, a lot of the elements in Honkai Star Rail were inspired by the combat in Genshin. Like S-breaks, you know, being able to be activated at any point in time. That's a Trails thing. Like you said, turn order, also a Trails thing. Trails does have its speed stat, but it's not that important, right? So... Guys, by the way, talking about Cyberpunk collab, freaking crazy. They adding Night City for a collab. Never have I seen a gacha have a dedicated area for a collab or a map even. No, yeah, dude, that was fucking awesome. I like I said, the Wuthering Waves collab is so fucking cool. I almost reinstalled the game because of it, but I was able to resist, thankfully. Guess that my man David was teased on the moon. My headcanon is David is hanging out with Kiana. Unfortunately, I don't think that headcanon is true, but I understand your desire. No spoilers, obviously, for people who haven't seen Cyberpunk, the anime. And man, I'm a new person. Got to stage 2, part 3. I'm still don't know who's a good character. A good character from like a story perspective, or a good character from like a gameplay perspective, right? In terms of like a who's good in this game. Dylan, broken. Yeshin Guan over here, broken. Where's the other one? Nangong, broken. Or the story? Well, the story has many good characters. Most of the characters that you see in Zenless Zone Zero are written very well, including the three that, including the Lucia and Yutari, who you see on your screen. But I do think my favorite character in the game at this moment of in time is probably Seed. Well, Evelyn, actually, no, let me rephrase that. Evelyn is my favorite character still. But I think the best, like, the character that has, from a storytelling perspective, had the most impact and emotional kind of influence on me is Seed. I do think eventually it's going to be Remiel. I do think Remiel is going to take the #1 spot pretty handedly, like including Evelyn, but she hasn't been introduced yet, so. Let's go.
Let's just follow Chestnut. Whether it's the suspicious investigator we saw earlier, or...
We gotta let the dialogue finish, guys.
Chestnut should remember their scent.
I think that's good.
Are you
Oh, just
training
kidding.
Chestnut to be a rescue dog?
Positive positive reinforcement trading. Oh god, no, we are not letting Chestnut get captured. Hell no. Reliable source? It's you, Lucia, because it's Kieran. Spin to win. Thanks for the assist, Chestnut. Likely won't recognize me. Lucia, that's a bit morbid, but okay. Spin to win. Hold on, I need help. That didn't even, okay, that did kill. I'm just gonna basic attack him. Oh shit. That's a big boy.
No need to look much further. He's definitely nearby.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I'll have to send you back to the hollow.
I feel like there's
Oh,
an
there's
endless
more.
swarm
Okay.
of ethereals heading this way.
A spin to win.
Yep. I know exactly what they're after.
Indeed.
If this keeps up, we're toast. We need to take out the amplifier now.
Well, something tells me Kieran's gonna show up soon and probably stop us from doing that.
Well,
there we go.
well. The device is broken.
I spoke not too
You'll
soon.
have to pay me back for that, huh?
It's you.
As expected from one of my own. So much for being close to the ethereals. When it's time to strike, you don't even flinch, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Kieran?
Oh, did I surprise you?
Nope.
Honestly,
No, you did
I
not.
was more surprised by you and the old man.
You mean the chieftain? He sleepwalked into the hollow because of you?
Yeah. I figured someone like him, sitting at the top for so long, would have caught the Night Horror's attention. But
Are
no,
you implying assisted
he's
murder, my
swallowed by
friend?
Lemnian Hollow
Because
just like
I will
anyone
smack you with
else.
Yutari's hammer.
Why are you doing this?
That's what
Because
I'm
he was
wondering.
just a coward, standing in the way.
Standing in the way of what?
A
Defeating
few
the
days
Night
ago,
Horror?
Some higher-ups came looking for him. They made him an offer, but he turned it down on the spot. When I confronted him about it, he acted like he was some righteous hero and told me off like I was some kind of traitor.
So what do you want?
You are a hypocrite, just like him. No wonder.
Do you want to defeat the Night Horror or cuddle up to
You call us hypocrites,
outsiders?
but you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, even if it means hurting others.
That is
Whatever
true.
it takes. After years of glorified legends, everyone forgets. The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals to begin with.
The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals? What do you mean?
Well, well. Lucia didn't tell you? There's another version. of how
Another
the Night
version?
Watchers came to be.
Wait, what do you
Our
mean by another
ancestors
version?
Didn't just encounter the Night Horror by chance. They knew what it was capable of. They knew it could control other ethereals. The entire tribe went after it, hoping to defeat it and seize its power. But when the Night Horror unleashed its final surge of energy, half the tribe turned into ethereals on the spot. The rest barely survived. The only reason they were acknowledged by the Hollow.
I mean, it's
because they
believable, but so is
sacrificed their
Lucia's
own
version of the
kin.
story.
That's just another ancient rumor.
Stop lying to yourself. Do you really believe you can strike a deal with the ethereals and not pay the price?
I don't think you're very good at explaining yourself.
Well said,
Even if the
Wise.
story is true, it has nothing to do
I
with what's
agree.
happening now. What exactly are you
Thank you for
trying to
putting
say?
it directly.
We've spent our lives hiding in the shadows, shaped by traits we never asked for. Just because the ethereals don't attack us, those who live in the city see us as freaks.
Okay,
Like we're
that is
invisible.
true. So what are you
Like
doing
we
about
don't
it?
Matter. When disaster hits, whether it's in the city or in the hollows, we're always the ones they abandon.
And I
first.
sympathize with this.
Back when New Eridu was founded, public security declared all survivors had been safely relocated to New Eridu. And us? We were still running for our lives. Caught between companion hollows, stumbling over the bodies of our own kin, crying as we counted who didn't make it. Tell me, did anyone come for us?
So what is your solution?
Lucia, don't you want to change our lives for the better?
Become some
But if we were
overlord of
to leave all this
ethereals?
behind, it shouldn't come at the cost of our people's lives.
Who are you waiting for to come and uphold justice? Being seen as kin by the ethereals, walking freely through the hollows. This is the Night Horror's blessing. We should use this gift to earn power, to gain recognition. Isn't that what we deserve? if it means a better future for everyone, then what do a few sacrifices matter?
Bro, you are just a
The
shittier
price you're
Isolde.
paying for that future.
Well, not
Is it
really.
really
Isolde's
your
character
so-called
arc is
gift?
completely different from
Or
this
is
guy's,
it the
but
life of
revenge,
your own
right?
people?
Okay.
What is it you really want? A place for our tribe to survive? A stamp of approval from New Eridu? Or something else?
Yeah, what is your
Those
journey stop?
sacrifices were just inevitable casualties. It's nothing compared to what we gave up when we first fought the Night Horror. Besides, after the early trials, I finally found better test subjects and stronger allies to back me.
Allies like who?
Everything's going
The same humans who abandoned you back
Your
then?
test subjects. Are you talking about me?
Lucia, you're so full of yourself.
God, I hate this
Though
prick.
I too used to think you were some kind of prodigy, summoning ethereals out of
I guess
thin air.
that's the intent of the character, right?
You're just a coward with a fancy stick, putting on cheap tricks, hiding behind research, while running away from your fate. I couldn't care less whether you live or die.
What is it you're after? Chestnut or the staff?
Obviously, both.
That staff was entrusted to me by the chieftain. After everything you've done, you still have the nerve to ask for it? And Chestnut is my friend. She is a free
Let's just,
ethereal.
come on, get to
I
the
will not
combat.
let you
Let's get
take
this
her
over with.
away.
Let's get this over
I'll
with.
Save the speech. I've heard it all before.
Come on, Lucia.
The Night Horror
Smack
is
'em.
watching over the conflicts, gifts from your dreams. But you've never even dreamed of the Night Horror. You are just making up stories to hide the fact that it never chose you. The only reason you stumbled upon this rare hottie in the first place was because I slipped up. And I'm here to fix that. It's time things go back on track now.
You treat our people with even less care and compassion than
Oh,
Nineveh does the Hornets.
Damn, good line.
I don't believe a word you say, and I won't let you hurt anyone else just to feed your ambition.
You didn't really think that half-finished prototype you destroyed earlier was my only backup plan.
Sometimes when it comes to like these Asian stories, like a part of me just wants to like be like, all right, let's just call up Miyabi or
My
Yi
ally
Xuan
supports my research.
and just kind of see the antagonist's
You've even
face when they
thrown in a
arrive.
little extra firepower. So hand them over. Your magic stick. The gullible little ethereal you tricked. And you, my new test subject. If you surrender now, maybe I'll even spare you from getting torn up too badly.
Oh
before I
my
put you
god.
to use.
Zenless really does these like hateable like asshole villains well, don't they? Oh, I thought I parried. Spin to win.
It's the ending.
I feel like I am not parried well today. And there we go. Oh shit!
So, looks like the staff didn't make you stronger. Why don't you give
She
it back to
prioritized
me
Chestnut over the staff,
I
which
won't allow
honestly
you.
I would too.
to disgrace the relic of my ancestors?
Oh.
Chestnut. I will never give the staff to you. Instead
Ooh,
of using it to
OST.
hurt people
God
or
damn.
treating it as a bargaining chip, I would rather use it to make new friends in the hollows.
And here we go. Oh, she summoned a pack of them. What is this? Jurassic World? Fighting the Indominus Rex? Oh, God.
The Artilucians? The real ethereals? You're a monster!
See? The hollow has answered my call.
Well, damn, Lucia. the ability to control ethereals to a certain extent is fucking crazy.
Maybe. But if you were really blessed by the night horror, how'd you end up being defeated by a freak and a little hot tea?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's
I
revel in
underestimated
this.
you.
Let's revel in this
No,
sweet victory.
What you underestimated was what you kept talking about, the gift. You always saw our abilities in the Hollow as some kind of superior gift, and you see the city people as enemies who abandon us. And when it came down to it, you forgot that we've been acknowledged by the Hollow and chose their machine instead.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I was only borrowing their power.
borrowing their power.
Most people see ethereals as enemies, but when you try to exploit their power and get burned by your own betrayal, it's hard to play the victim then, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes, Lucia, tell
When
him.
you spoke
Oh,
so
yeah.
passionately about our tribe's place in the world, I thought you understood that.
Are you defending the ethereals now?
Fucking what? That's not what she said. Get this guy off my screen.
Not what she said at all. Also, as far as I know, Lucia's never stood by while ethereals were
No.
hurting people.
You should have seen it in
You see the
2.3.
Night Watcher's power as leverage or a weapon
Yes.
for revenge. I see it as a way to understand the world. I want to learn
Even
about
then, he just
ethereals
borrowed the
because
power of a
Hollow is
machine.
their home. They're born there. They exist there. And they return there. I want to learn from them.
Not because you also want to find the night horror?
That's only part of it. I want to find it, to speak with it, to try and fix the situation we're in. But that doesn't mean
And if
I'll
she
stop
can't,
trying
that's
to
reality. She
understand the
moves
other
on, right?
ethereals along the way.
But at least someone has to put forth the effort, right?
I think Chestnut has something to say about this. Huh. There's still a
Sorry,
lot
guys.
we
I'll
haven't
catch up
figured
with you
out about
here
her.
in just a bit.
Chestnut, I might never be able to fully understand you. This is probably goodbye for
No,
us.
we can take Chestnut back with us.
You never said who your ally was, but I'm guessing they already know about Chestnut, don't they?
Almost certainly.
That's right. I won't lie. I did promise my ally I'd bring back an ethereal that could talk to humans. He's very interested. So, make your choice, Lucia. Stay with her, wait for them to find her, and watch as she's dissected, destroyed? Or let her go deeper into the Hollow. and
Why are we letting this guy
see
stay
her
conscious?
No need for threats. I know what you mean. People like us, strange, sometimes invisible to others. If we don't live among our own, it's nearly impossible to find someone else who's just as special, a real friend. Thankfully, I met my friends. Friends
Yeah.
with genuine
Spook
kindness,
Shack. Represent.
patience, and a little passion.
Sounds familiar. Who said that again? Wait, wasn't that what Karen said? The way to get puppies to like
Indeed
you?
it was.
Friends. You mean the kind of friend who sends 2 messages in the morning when they wake up, then leaves you unread all day until finally replying right before bed?
No. Yeah. This might be in contention with one of my least favorite antagonists. in the
Excuse
game.
me, Mr. Noble and talented Night Watcher. Unless you're night blind.
I'm not
you
saying
should
like
be able to see
from
me
like a
standing right
quality
here.
of the antagonist
I'm
perspective,
Lucia's
though I will
friend, in
argue
case
he's
you
not that
missed
great
it.
either.
See?
I'm saying from just his like personal
Staying
traits and
close
behaviors.
doesn't mean you have to talk to each other all the time. We live in different moments, but that doesn't keep me and my friends apart. Now, before I say my proper goodbye to one of my best friends, Chestnut, and hand you over to public security,
Good.
I've got one last question. That ether amplifier of yours, what are its side effects?
What?
Right before I summoned the brave little hotties, I felt a strange power surge through me.
Oh.
In this area, only that amplifier could have caused something like that. But
Yeah,
what's the price?
what's the
You
exchange?
think that machine summoned those hotties? It it's impossible.
Well,
You destroyed that thing completely. And as your
and
tribe
maybe in
cannot even feel
collaboration to
anything
machine and
anymore,
Lucia's own strength
maybe
and
it's time
power.
you face it. You're just something that can't be explained. You're a...
Oh my god.
Wait,
Thank
if that word is all you've got left. Then
yeah,
maybe
the just stop talking.
Freak! Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Like
It's better when you
something
say it,
only
Lucia.
angsty teenagers would say.
The dialogue in this scene is exactly what I need, bro. They are just responding with the perfect roasts and like this guy, like this is all stuff I would be saying. Jesus Christ, you can fly. What's going on? This is the top 5 sweatiest armpits in ZZZ. Okay, I'll get back to you here in a bit, brother.
Anyway,
You're probably a
I'm taking
bot,
you
but
to public security. Our tribe isn't some lawless land. Now, it's time to say goodbye.
we can certainly discuss ZZZ's sweatiest armpits later. No, I wanted Chestnut to stay around. Where's the captcha? Hey, proving me wrong. Proving me wrong.
He's right. You'll be freer and safer if you stay away from me. Head for the deepest part of the hollow, as far as you can go.
Look at this sweet boy. He would never hurt anyone. He would never hurt anyone.
Be wary of humans the way they're wary of you, but don't hurt them. If we're lucky, maybe we'll meet again.
It would be very interesting if Hati was, or not Hati, if Chestnut was
Good girl,
a
Chestnut.
former human that turned
Go
into an
on.
ethereal.
I will never forget you.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay, Lucia.
I
Oh,
already miss you.
don't hit me with that. Come on. We gotta stay strong. There's no way that's the end. I feel like we always get like a little bit of epilogue, no? Okay, yeah. Take a slip. Lucia! Tell me how long Kieran's gonna stay behind bars, please.
I borrowed a vacant house from Monato so Kieran could stay there. The chieftain said someone will come pick him up, an officer who's familiar with our tribe's affairs.
Okay.
That investigator who turned into an ethereal wasn't exactly a good person, but Kieran still has to take responsibility.
Yeah, assisted murder, so.
Well, I'm glad things have settled down, but I can't help
Or just
thinking,
straight up murder.
Isn't there still something we haven't figured out?
Yeah, we still don't know anything about Kieran's ally.
Name any
Might
one of the
still be
corrupt
someone out there
organizations in
waiting to take
CCC.
advantage of the Night
I could,
Watchers.
let me just go, you want me to go down to Lester's room?
Unsettling.
Unsettling? That doesn't sound like you, Lucia. But either way, you're going to keep up your research, right?
Of course. Even if I won't be seeing Chestnut as often anymore. And I can't upload our videos or tell the world there's an ethereal in the hollow who can actually communicate with humans. Chestnut gave me the courage to keep going. I've
Oh,
made
yeah.
some real progress
I mean,
this
just the
time.
fact that Chestnut exists is a big, big revelation.
Progress. Oh, you mean the Hollow, right? The
And
way
that
those
as well.
Hotties appeared, it really felt like it actually responded to you.
Yeah! You see, I don't know how it happened, but just now, through the staff, it felt like the
Envy,
Hollow
how's it going, my
responded to
man?
me.
Good to see you, Envy.
The
How you doing?
Hollow said,
Happy
"Let
weekend.
there be little hotties to help Lucia." And boom! They appeared! And helped me take down that big guy! All in
She's such a
all,
goober. I love
think
her.
it's something very, very memorable. And it's got tons of research potential. You see, if the Hollow really let me communicate with little hotties,
Good
maybe
point.
I could talk to
Especially
the Night
considering
Lord
your
too.
tribe's like connection throughout history with the night horror.
If you really could talk to the night horror, what would you ask?
If I ever got the chance, I'd ask, why did it give the Night Watchers the trait that makes Ethereal see us as kin? Can our dreams stop leading
Questioning
us to
the
madness
intent.
and turning us into Ethereals? But I want more than asking questions. I have bigger ambitions. Maybe someday, everyone could hear the Hollow respond, just like the first Night Watchers did. Maybe we could even communicate with it, so we won't have to live like nomads.
Sure. I mean, that would be a benefit to all of humanity.
That answer's a long way off. But I think if anyone can reach it, it's you, Lucia.
Can we get Lucia
Yeah.
a research team, a trusted
Still so
research
much
team,
left to learn.
to make that
Time
clear?
for a break, and then the journey continues.
Which I know people that you can trust in Zenless Zone Zero are scarce, but I mean, hey. Ooh. Belle, stop talking shit. I had a lot of things to do, okay? Oh, a little bit of extra to the story to the region quest, I see. It is very possible. Can we get her like some?
Lucia's always going on and on, like, we gotta be friends with ethereals. We can never quite follow her train of thought.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys here in a bit, guys. I want to finish the
Her
quest.
Human friends, everyone really likes her.
Yeah, she's a lot of
Plus,
fun.
She's always so cheerful. So what's been weighing on her lately?
Well, she basically said goodbye to a pet. I mean, you ever had to say goodbye to a pet? Ooh, that will break your heart.
Oh, miss, I remember you. Would you mind if I asked a few quick follow-up questions?
Oh, you mean the sturdy little pillow I bought here?
Yeah, we lost it
Yes.
in the hollow.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Thank you so much. So, did your puppy like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Next question is, how's the wear and tear?
Probably torn to pieces. Yeah.
Pretty worn out now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, 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 you're
Improving
fine.
the
The
material.
pillow's material is probably very
The
good.
material's already been reported.
It's just
too
the torture
hard
it
by
was
a lot of
subjected to.
customers.
Very
If we
rough.
make it any sturdier, I'm worried some smaller pups might hurt their teeth chewing on it.
Chestnut is, well, a big girl. For most dogs, the material is already strong enough, I think.
Indeed.
All right, noted. And one last question. Has your pup shown any discomfort from the filler's scent?
Not at all. She's quite a strong pup. Loves running around with that little pillow in her mouth.
Wonderful. Thank you for shopping with us.
Chestnut
We
was
appreciate
indeed
the
a
feedback.
lively girl.
Lucia, are you done talking?
We're here to cheer you up.
Huh? What's with that look? What were you guys talking about just now? Next time, don't call hotties puppies.
You should have. You,
All right.
you didn't meet her, Monato.
Canine Thyrans aren't puppies either.
Okay, well. Huge difference among the three of them.
Of course. Whether it's a fierce canine thyran or a bulky hottie, neither is your average little pup. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out loud.
Why is good? I'm sorry, Monato.
All right. Back on topic.
Congrats, Lucia. Your latest post is getting a lot of attention. If Monato hadn't told me, I'd have thought everyone suddenly wanted to discuss why Trinox have such pointy heads.
Oh, don't mention it.
Lucia,
I put so much effort
you're a
into
famous
my
Redditor
serious,
now.
well
How does it
thought-out
feel?
research posts. But everyone just wants Chestnut's adventure stories.
Oh,
Some even asked when
that's typically
Chestnut
how
will
it
dive
goes.
through the fissure into Hollow Zero, punch the Hornets, kick Nineveh, and reach the peak of ethereal life.
Is this foreshadowing?
We all know you miss Chestnut.
Is it
but
confirmed Chestnut is the creator?
Hati's front legs are built more like a real canine's, not a cat's. I mean, they can't punch hornets, and its back legs can't really...
Wait. This is what you've been stressing over?
Oh, absolutely. Have you not met her?
Not exactly. Actually, Wise, there's something else I wanted to
Ooh.
talk to you about.
What's going on?
Things are mostly settled now. Kieran's been turned over to public security.
Good.
But when I asked the chieftain, even he had no clue why I was able to summon an actual Hati using just the staff and a notebook.
Multiple
If it
hotties.
wasn't just the staff, then maybe the little Hatis appeared because the night horror was watching me again. Or was it because of Chestnut? Do you think the night horror might not be an ethereal at all?
Then what could it be?
I trust your judgment. But aside from ethereals, the only other beings we've seen born from the Hollow are sacrifices, right? The Night Horror doesn't seem like one of them.
The Hollow itself.
What could it be?
It
The
gave
creator.
the Night Watchers the traits that make ethereals mistake us for kin. It can enter our dreams and lead us into the Hollows. It even foreshadowed my farewell with Chestnut. It has to be something far more mysterious, some deeper creation of the Hollow itself. But I still know far too little about the Hollows. Like you said, the answers might be a long way off. At least I can restart the research I put on hold. So, who's coming with me into the Hollow to see
With
if
all
the
due
Navarre is
respect,
actually
I think I've had
going to
enough
roar when it rolls
Hollow
over?
for the past couple days with you. And that's the end. Yeah, absolutely, that's the end. Almost certainly. Yep, there we go. Yeah! That was fun, as I say, about every single agent story quest. Very good time. Like you said, Sage, Lucia has a lot of fun, and her agent story reflects that. Back to 6th Street we go. Alright, now I can finally catch up with chat. Sorry, guys. Didn't necessarily feel like the best time to stop the agent story. I felt like there continuously there was a lot of like story that was just flowing, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of let it ride. So apologies for ignoring you guys for so long. Flamer, Cyberpunk 2077 never interested in me because it's not my kind of game. I don't like sandbox games, so I never checked stuff about it. Like, I didn't even know there was an anime until about 2 years ago, maybe even a little sooner. Well, that's more than fair. I would say, Flamer, if you do watch anime, the anime is very good and is a completely different experience compared to the game. So maybe give it a shot. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of sandbox games either, but Cyberpunk's story is quite good, quite enjoyable. Sage, play the Jurassic Park theme RN? No, yeah, actually. Like I was like legitimately this is just the scene in Jurassic World where like I forget who what's his name? The actor of the main character of Jurassic World. Fucking me. Chris Pratt. It's like whenever Chris Pratt calls his raptors to fight the Indominus Rex in Jurassic World, exactly it's the same thing for the most part. All right, let's get to this very interesting message from our good friend You Can't Fly here. The top 5 sweatiest armpits in ZZZ. Number 5, Vivian. Number 4, Evelyn. Number 3, Bernice. Number 2, Caesar. Number 1, Yixuan. I am not going to comment on what my top 5 would be because I don't think I would want to rank my top 5 sweatiest armpits. To be clear, this is not the top 5 best armpits. This is the top 5 sweatiest armpits. And I'm not all that into armpits, I'll be perfectly honest. My degeneracy is very simple. I am attracted to the very conventional aspects of feminine appearance, let's just say, to keep it as gentleman as possible. So... But I mean, hey, I guess I'm not sure if Evelyn being on that top 5 is a good thing or not, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Envy. Pretty much all ethereals are living beings once, though it's never specified if Hati are from corrupted dogs or whatnot. It is quite interesting that through Lucia's eyes, they do seem to retain some sort of sapience. Well, yes, almost all ethereals. Well, I don't know. I don't know like the general population of ethereals in ZZZ, how many they are, what, you know, mix of that population were once living beings. Because ethereals can absolutely be, you know, multiple things. They can be people, they can be thyrans, they can be animals, they can be fucking machines that were corrupted by ether corruption and turned into ethereal. But they can also be birthed by the hollow and also by other ethereals as well. So, but yes, it is interesting that, you know, probably relevant to Lucia's tribe and their ancestral history and their relationship with the night horror. There is some power within them that allows them to interact with ethereals in a very different way than the majority of intelligent life in ZZZ is able to interact with ethereals in. So it is quite interesting. Like, could Lucia open the door? Could she be a bridge towards, you know, potentially seeing ethereals in a different way? Because if ethereals in mass as a whole, if they start to act more like, let's say, Chestnut acted, then all of a sudden we start questioning the morality and the ethics of hunting down ethereals as feverishly as we do, right? Like, okay, if ethereals are capable of empathy and thought the way Chestnut is, are we, you know, as intelligent life that is threatened by ethereals, where is the line now on, you know, the force that we can respond with? So it is interesting stuff. Envy and Night Watchers would be excellent HHA investigators, but there's that whole trust issue. No, yeah, 1000%. Every organization in ZZZ is for the most part corrupt, except for like the factions that we know and love. So that's why I was saying get Lucia a research team, but a trusted research team. And I was like, well, I don't know if there is a research team that we could trust. So, all right, going on over to YouTube. Yes, but yeah, she's yeah, still Isolda's my fave. No, yeah, Isolda is gonna be hard to compete with from an antagonist angle for a while, right? So I will say I did have a great time with the agent story quest, but Kieran fucking rubbed me the wrong way in every way possible. I don't necessarily think he was like that bad of an antagonist. I think he was mediocre. Like, I wouldn't say he's like a horrible antagonist. He's not a good one. But in terms of his behavior and his personality and his voice actor and the way they acted, fucking hell, I did not like him. I did not like him whatsoever. That's why I praised the dialogue in that scene, because the dialogue was like perfect. It was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to say in response to this fucking prick. So she had the most aura farm moment in the game, I swear. Isolde? Yeah, Isolde aura farmed like no one's business. Wagadaba, there is at least 3 gods in ZZZ: the Sea God, the Night Horror Maybe, and the Creator. No, yeah, there is definitely, if we start to broach like divine beings or like, you know, types of existences that are gods, that are godlike in ZZZ, oh my goodness, the story is going to open up immensely. I mean, we're kind of getting there. Like, we're starting to get to the point where like the OG Void Hunters, like Remiel, like Sunbringer, they're bordering on like a demigod status at this point. So the story is already opening up in scope. Swev, Flamer. I assume those messages are relevant to the, let's call it armpit discussion that we had earlier. Flamer, they can also be hollow spawn. Yeah, we are getting focused on Ethereal's existence with 3.x, especially with stuff like Pyroids. So I wonder if we'll get more Lucia lore. Yeah, absolutely. I hope we do. There are certain characters in ZZZ where I'm like, we could revisit their character arc for sure. Lucia, because of her connection to ethereals, is definitely one of them. Yidhari, again, because of her power, certainly one of them. Seed, because she's former Helios, right? Or related to Helios in some way. Definitely a part of it as well. So, and then there are other characters that I feel like probably aren't going to get revisited that often because they don't have like that deep of a connection to the overarching plot of ZZZ. Swev, exactly. A good example of a character that, could potentially be brought back is Evelyn, because we don't have insight into Evelyn's organization. I think the name is literally just organization. So maybe at one point they could bring that into the story, right? And make it prominent, and all of a sudden Evelyn could become important again because, hey, you need some type of connection to bridge that organization into the main story. There we go. So, Flamer, I'm still feeling there might be some connections to the greater Honkai universe, and we might not need to wait much longer than that. If there are connections to the greater, like, Hoyoverse universe, right? Not just Honkai, but, Genshin, everything. I think it's still to be introduced. I think if there's anything in the game currently, I wouldn't call it a reliable potential bridge to the greater Honkai universe. Like, I don't think the creator or anything related to the creator is related to Honkai. Not at this moment in time. So they need to still write the setup for it. In my opinion, I wouldn't feel it would be effective in the story if in 3.x all of a sudden they were like, oh, Honkai! And you know what I mean? Like, I would want, if it's gonna happen, I would want it to happen in 4.x or 5.x for ZZZ. Flamer, well, the greater Honkai universe includes Genshin. No, yeah, I was just calling it like the Hoyo, verse, because I don't want to restrict Honkai to just Star Rail and Impact the Third, because unfortunately Genshin doesn't have Honkai in its name. It's Genshin Impact, not Honkai Genshin or Honkai Genshin Impact. Envy, there are some things that ZZZ has set up. If they choose to revisit it, it would be an interesting story. And of recent, they are showing the willingness to revisit things that were set up much longer ago, so I trust they'll get to it eventually. Yeah, absolutely. Like this goes back to the discussion that we had with the 4.3 Star Rail live stream, where writers many times will simply like set seeds for potential plot points in the future. They are not foreshadowing anything. They are not planning anything. They are just basically setting down ideas in their story so that in the future, if they ever wanted or needed some new plot point, they could then connect it to that original seed that they set up. It happens all the time. Every writer does it. Every writer does it. Actually, let's go back. Let's go over here to continue our chat. I'm gonna mute ZZZ because the OST was in my ear. But yeah, most writers will put down things in their story that they don't necessarily plan on developing or writing about further in that moment in time, on the off chance that they will then reuse it in the future. So. Flamer, yeah, they are still need to set up the connections. My point is that they might begin to set up in late 3.x. Oof. I think if they're going to start doing it, they have to start it. Yeah. The latest they could do it is in the second half of 3.x. So it's going to happen. It's going to have to happen very soon. Because they're losing their margin of window for starting to do it. Yes, I still remember one of the early webtoons of HI3. We saw the dragon Dvalin related to Genshin. I think it was Otto in his computer. No, yeah, I remember hearing about that. I didn't research it. Let me make that clear. So I don't actually know about it. But I remember hearing that like in HI3 there was like a simulation or a computer that showed like part of Genshin. So that was interesting to me. Like it could just be like an Easter egg, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like it couldn't necessarily be a real connection, but who knows? Absolutely. But if I'm Hoyoverse, I don't necessarily know if I'm trying to really like hard connect all of my universes. I think they prefer keeping things vague, keeping things like connected, but at a very loose level, because once they start, right? Let's say there's like a very like direct connection between Star Rail and Genshin Impact, right? Let's hypothetically, you can't go back. Once you make that decision, that is the decision for the rest of the of that game's life cycle. So it's easier to like drop these like little Easter eggs or like these small connections that might hint at a greater connection, little by little every so often, and keep things like like I said, loosely connected, than to make a hard connection and go all in. Because let's say they do that. Let's say they're like, all right, yeah, all of our universes is connected. This is a shared universe now, which it kind of already technically is. But I'm talking like MCU level, right? Like, you know, everything is connected. We're all like fucking Firefly is gonna show up, you know, next to like Farina at the end of Genshin. You guys know what I'm saying? Like that's the level that I'm speaking of. Like, you know, at the very end, like the final boss of Genshin is gonna have Farina, Firefly, and Miyabi right next to each other, all three. And like that level of deepness of a connection, I think Hoyoverse is gonna stay away from personally. Because I think it's too risky. I think if they were to do it, if they were to go that far in, and for it not to work out, then you just doom everything that you have, right? You've set yourself up for failure. Sometimes putting your eggs all in one basket isn't the, you know, really the right thing to do. Sage, out of Fufu's Seeds or Lucia's Agent's Quest, which one's your fave season two? Only I Seed is my favorite story in ZZZ, period. Not just Agent Quest or like whatever you want to call it. Main story, side quest, Agent Quest, Seeds, Agent story, my favorite thing in Zenless up till now, up to this point. We'll see if it gets surpassed later in the future. But that Agent story had me locked in from the first second to the last. And also, I haven't cried as hard in ZZZ as I cried for that story quest. Envy, I don't know much about the other Hoyo games. Genshin isn't my flavor of story, looking more fantasy inspired, and HSR's gameplay isn't as engaging. ZZ managed to nail the sweet spot of setting and gameplay to hook me, lol. Honestly, Envy, I've been thinking recently that if I played Zenless Zone Zero first compared to Star Rail, it might also be my favorite. Because like you said, I think ZZZ captures me both from a story perspective and from a game perspective. I love ZZZ, the game. It's really fun. Whereas the Star Rail, we talked about it yesterday, right? Star Rail to me feels like a visual novel. It is just, for me, a story for the most part. I enjoy some things about the gameplay. Sometimes Star Rail really hits it out of the park with their events. Sometimes the team building is really fun. And, you know, the turn-based combat, the animations are glorious. They are beautiful, right? We got excited for Himiko Nova's animations. But I don't connect to Star Rail, the game, the same way I connect to ZZZ, the game. But I prefer Star Rail as my favorite gacha because the story is just incredible. It is epic. It is, in my opinion, well written. And the characters are as good as the ones in ZZZ. Maybe the characterization isn't as good, but the scope of the story in Star Rail is much grander than in ZZZ, which to me adds to the excitement and the spectacle of it all. Flamer, Hoyo's goal was always to make a connected universe. While they are doing it with HI3. Hoyo's goal, in my opinion, was always to make a connected universe, but how deep it goes, we'll see, right? You know, how, like, are they gonna, like I said, are they gonna have Firefly, Farina, and fucking Yeshen Guang be fighting the creator who was actually Terminus, the finality, who was actually the true, like, whatever, what's the heavenly principles in Genshin? Like, are they going to do something like that? I don't think so. I think they're always going to keep their universes very loosely connected. Because like I said, I think Hoyoverse is scared, rightfully so, that if they were to go that deeply into, you know, a shared universe, that if they fuck it up, that's it. That's the end of the line. They can't revert back to what they did before. Now, the MCU was able to pull it off, right? But how many other shared universes have been able to pull it off on the same level of the MCU? I would argue none of them, right? So it's a risk for sure. It does kind of seem like Honkai Impact III is moving in a direction that might, you know, deepen the connection to the rest of the shared universes, right? With part 2 being focused on the permanence and some of the stuff from HSR. So we'll see where that goes. They talked about it in a few interviews that they want to make one connected universe rather than a multiverse. Well, we'll see if that holds true. Because from a business perspective, I think making one connected universe would be very, very risky. And they are ultimately a corporation. All right, let me go to YouTube. Guess, oh, nah, it was Otto with his grubby hands with the imaginary tree. Hey, man, look, I hated Otto at one point as much as everyone did, but let's be honest. We all cried during his animated short, right? All of us cried during his animated short, like Regression, once it started playing. Like, oof. Guess, but will they actually make the commitment to connect all the games? I think they could make the commitment. I just, like I said, I think it's going to be a loose connection. To be honest, I don't think they won't do it because of how the player base is, as I'm not majority of players don't play every Hoyo game. That's another part of it, yeah. So there's always going to be a disconnect when they go into Avengers Assemble. Wait, who is this Kiana person fighting with the Abyss? Yeah, well said. Yeah, exactly. Sage, well, from now on with ZZZ, it's full main story push ahead. Yes, Sage. So, again, enjoyed the agent story quest. I think it was fun. I liked Lucia's character in this one a lot. I think she was by far the best part of the quest. Kieran, not so much, but whatever. He's out of sight, out of mind now. And we are now officially done with all the agent stories. So, like Sage said, we are now going to be making a grind in the main story. I am going to try to stream every single day this week, except for Friday, because Fridays are family time, as you guys know. So Friday, no stream, probably. And but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna try to do a stream a day. And hopefully that means that we will be able to catch up to the main story before 3.0 drops. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, one day I might wake up, tough day at work, tough day in the gym, right? Maybe I didn't sleep well and I canceled stream that day. That is a very real possibility. And if we don't catch up fully to 3.0 before it comes out, that's fine. We're going to be close enough. We're going to be close enough. But yeah, it's going to be all main story. So tomorrow we'll be streaming once again, probably in the afternoon around 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with the next chapter of the story, which is going to be 2.4 of ZZZ, or chapter 5, whatever you want to call it, of season 2. So if you guys are interested in that, look forward to that. Should be a good time. Envy, this game is very good at the emotional side of things. I still can't even watch Astra's teaser without tearing up slightly, no matter how many times I've seen it. Oh yeah. This game, out of the 3 Hoyoverse games, in my opinion, has the best characterization. Flamer, what I mean is that the story would mostly stand on its own with the exception of games that are directly tied as Honkai, but all of them will share cosmology and themes. Like all of them will share stuff like imaginary energy and all that. Well, yes, they already do. Like you said, Flamer, like already that is a thing. So I agree. That's the level of deepness that I think Hoyoverse wants to keep with their shared universe. Guess in a weird way, one Hoyo game equals Avengers Assemble since they have to connect every character to the main story for one big payoff. No, I don't think that's going to happen. It would be cool. Like imagine, the creator, but also Nanook, but also the leader of Celestia. And there's like Kalis or Stel and Wise or Bell and Ether or Lumine on each side. And then behind them you have all the Archons, but also all the Stellaron hunters, but also all the Void hunters. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, leave that to Trails. Let's leave that to Trails. Kind of a hint. If you guys like that kind of like level of story done well, like if you like everything connected and being built up over years and years and years of time, go look into Trails. Guess, wait a minute, we do have that game, Honkai Nexus. True. For those of you guys who are gonna play Nexus Anima, I guess enjoy all the characters from your favorite games that are gonna be in there, but I'm gonna stay away from it. I don't need another gacha on my plate. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up here tonight. I'm gonna get some dinner. So everyone, guest, Envy, Flamer, Sage. Am I missing anyone? Stone, he came in at the start of the stream. Swev, if you're still around on YouTube. Wagadaba. Anyone else? I don't think we had anyone else. Librarian didn't make it here today. That's perfectly fine. Appreciate it as always, my guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in, sharing the excitement of this game with me. Like I said, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, that's perfectly okay. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Great start to the week. And yeah, take care, guys, as always. Peace, late.